Hi, South Africa. It's Book of Katherine. I hope you're doing well. You and I need to talk because apparently you have a little resolution on your desk today going through your government saying that, hey, your government can go ahead and grab your private land without monetary compensation. That's right. They can go ahead onto your private land and say, guess what? We know you bought this land. We know you've owned this land. We know you worked your butt off for this land. But hey, we want it. We're going to grab it. It's ours now. Do you know what that is? That ain't socialism. Do you know why? Because if you look underneath your government, South Africa, look under Monarchy of South Africa. Monarchy of South Africa. Not even monarchy, just look up Monarch of South Africa and it'll pull up some ancient picture and show you some two old queens until you look down at the little thing. Actually, it'll be on this side. Until you look down the little thing and it'll say last monarch of South Africa. And do you know who it'll say? Bum-ba-da-bum, Elizabeth II. That's right, the one living right now. That's right, South Africa. You got a queen right now because you are a constitutional monarchy. Your lovely corrupt officials went ahead after Nelson Mandela and signed back up with the Commonwealth, which means you have a monarch again, which means when they go ahead and grab land from you, they ain't grabbing land for the people. They're grabbing land for that lady who has this big ass scepter and a big freaking diamond at the top of it. And if you look up what that diamond's name is on the sovereign scepter, do you know what it's called? On her sovereign scepter that she got on her coronation day? This little thing that's 530 carats. It's called the Heart of Africa. She got it from you guys. She got it from South Africa when they destroyed the Boers who tried to get the hell out of a monarchy and try to establish their own country, like those who try to do the same thing in America and get the heck away from the persecuting Pope and the persecuting Church of England. But oh no, the moment the Boers got up nice settlements and gave everyone their own private land and their own private settlements and everyone got up their own jewelry mines, guess what? They were like, King of England was like, hey, you got it all set up? You got all your mines set up? Thank you. We'll come and take it now. Took all the land, conglomerated it all, made it all one big nice De Beers, and gave it to one guy, and that guy said, thank you. It's under my control now. You can have this nice, the best of the land. Thank you for being the monarch. Thank you for giving it all to me for control. But really, it just means that that's the prime minister of that land. Never mind all the private citizens who had their land taken without compensation. Kind of like what's about to happen to you, South Africa. So I'm just saying, go ahead and look it up. Look up that lovely little scepter. Look at that, what she got coronation, what she says, because right above that big, huge heart of Africa that she has, that she holds up as saying, and oh, you want to know what's on the other side? On the other side, that's one of her crown jewels. She has what's called the sovereign orb that she holds in her hand. Every monarch has it. Belgium's monarch has it. Sweden's monarch has it. Bavaria's monarch has it. Denmark, Norway, they all have it. The Pope has his own. They all have this little globe. And what it is it has three parts because at the time that they started making these sovereign orbs, they thought there were only 3 continents. And they thought this meant 1, 2, 3. The 3 continents that they represented Christ over, that they're Christ. And on top of this globe sits a big freaking cross. Sorry, I don't own any crosses to put on top of this. But a big freaking cross. I own this. Ironically, this is actually the globe. Do you know why I have a thing of the globe? Do you know why I purchased this? Because when I got sick in bed and I could no longer move my legs and I was confined to a bed, I made sure that I put a globe up on the side of my wall so that every day when I woke up, I remembered that there was a world larger than me and that my pain was not everything that there was. I use this to humble me. And they don't. They use theirs to raise themselves up and say, I'm master of this globe. I am Christ's representative on this earth. I am Christ on this earth. I own this. I'm master of this by divine right. Their coat of arms actually says it. By divine right, we rule. We rule. They rule you, South Africa. And so they come to you and they say things through like Tusk organization or climate change or environmentalism, just like Judaism. If you look, anti-Semitism, the Church of England, now that you're the Commonwealth, the Church of England is the number one church. The Anglican Church is the number one church in England. And wouldn't you know it that they are pushing anti-Semitic laws. They're supporting BDS and the support of Palestine. No kidding. What a shocker that England, who supported and was behind the companies that did Germany in World War II, BASF, Bayer, because no one told you this, but the monarch of England was related to the monarch of World War I and the royal families of Europe. They're all interrelated. So yeah, they had their little wars. Well, their companies made all the money off of it. They just profited off of it. Did you notice who died in those wars? It wasn't the people of the Commonwealth. It was Americans who died. It was all the enemies of these royal families who died. And so if you, South Africa, want to be the people who lose your land to these royal monarchs who say, et mon Dieu, on their royal coat of arms, by right we rule, and make movies like Titanic about the jewelry they lost on the Titanic. Their precious, loving, because did you know Queen Victoria had a painting where she leaned back? It was a scandalous painting that she laid back and did it in something other than her royal garb. Yeah, that was her scandalous painting. So that was even based on her, the Titanic movie. And she lost a precious heart. She had a precious heart necklace in this thing. That was based on her. The royal families just love doing these movies that go over budget, that no one can afford. They just love investing in these movies that pump, the UK up or pump Germany up. Notice 1917 kind of makes you feel sorry. All these things that come out making you feel sorry for Germany. So I would just like to say, South Africa, please, by all means, go ahead and do it. I have to hold on to this because apparently the world likes to keep on moving. Doesn't like to stay in one place. It has a stand upstairs. Okay, so I'm going to hold this. Kind of hard to do on the day after my ablation. Here, let me put it on the carpet. All right. There, don't roll away. Thank you. All right. So anyway, I just had spine procedure yesterday. So South Africa, I'm just saying that after all that's happened to you, how Great Britain has invited in the Chinese to take over your ports. It's a great benefit to them. And how racist China is and how racist Great Britain is. I can't even start on how racist Great Britain is with their throne and the fact that their, throne is based in Judaism and that they believe they're the chosen people. You're not going to get anywhere with them. They're going to tail your land. So all I have to say to you is, you may think that you're getting more power when you decide that you can steal certain white people's land. It'll start that way. But the one monarch in your land is white, and they don't let anyone in England let a black person come up. You go ahead and check that family line. Ain't no black people in line. They are racist the house in England. They're racist the house in Bavaria. They're racist the house in Spain. Now, one of those houses in Europe allows a free election to be a monarch. Ain't none of those places a constitution. Only in America can a black person become a president. Only in the United States of America. And that's why the newspapers rip us left to right. Because we're the only ones who allow freedom and win against the royal families. That really pisses them off. So I am begging you to bow your knee to the monarch. I am begging you to grovel. I am begging you to grovel at your hands and knees and kiss the ground to your monarch, Queen Elizabeth II, and eat the dirt that she gave you back in the 1800s and eat it raw. Because you just love that power, don't you? Why don't you go ahead and eat that gravel, because she will shove it into your mouth when it comes time after the white people leave it Oh, you just watch, because you just watch, you have no idea how many of those white people are actually related to the royal family. Oh, you have no idea how that royal family and those monarchies will just turn on you and start to take your land. You have no idea how quickly that turns the moment you hand it over, because you already gave your commonwealth to the royal family. You already did it. So you just keep on collecting that power and taking it away from the citizens. You just keep on taking things away from the citizens. You keep on making sure a Bill of Rights never happens. You keep on making sure created equal is never ever a reality. Created equal is never a reality in South Africa, and making the racist, heinous monarchies of Europe thrilled. You just keep on doing that, South Africa. And one last word I have to say to Secretary Pompeo, who's going up to Ethiopia and begging on his hands and knees, please take our tax money. I understand it, because Germany and their Nazi war machine has ramped back up and taken 60% of the global market, and now they're down in Africa, and you need Africa to take our side for once. But all I have to say to you, Africa, is screw you for taking Germany's side after we released you. If you want to go ahead and take with Nazis who wouldn't even take a black man, at the German war machine's Olympics, then it's on you. It is on you. You know what's coming. Peace out. Donate down below. I'm not sponsored. Peace out.